Become a sponsor for the Lost Art Project Veterans Voices.
It'll figure it out.
Looking for veteran-owned businesses to sponsor the podcast for 1 week. Each episode, social media video will be sponsored by your business only. What do you get? 5 sponsored episodes with your logo featured, 5 social media videos with your logo featured, and 1 daily post advertising your business on all social media platforms. Support a veteran podcast and advertise your veteran-owned business. Email AJ for details. Lost Art Project Veterans Voices at gmail.com. The Lost Art Project Veteran Voices with Andrew Cox. Preserving history, one veteran story at a time. Marine Corps League and Till Valhalla Project Ambassador. Thanks for tuning in to the podcast that's given a voice to our veterans. The Lost Art Project, Veteran Voices with Andrew Cox. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to the Lost Art Project, Veterans Voices. We're going to have one heck of a fireside chat for you. I'm excited. We got some Marines on from the Marine Corps League Foundation. They're going to talk to us about that. Of course, we have with us some of the crew, so that's a bonus on it as well. But we'll get to that in a couple of minutes. If you're enjoying these podcasts, make sure you go to the website. That's thelostart.podbean.com. Go check us out, see what we're all about. There is a couple ways you can help support us. One, if you have a veteran-owned business and you'd like to sponsor us for a week or so, then you can get with me, shoot me an email, we can work something out. The second thing is go to that website, click on that merchandise tab, go in there and get you some cool gear, man. You can get a shirt kind of like this, anything. Look at this. I have the Bearded Veteran Brotherhood. I call it a hat band. It's actually a headband, but I'm going to use it as a hat band because I don't need a headband. But yeah, you can go in there and get you. There's all kinds of goodies in there. There's hats, there's shirts, there's all kinds of stuff. Big shout out to the Till Valhalla Project out there doing amazing things. If you guys don't know anything about them, go check them out. Even if you do, go check them out again. Doing great things, always on point. You have to go out. You've got to support them. I guess you don't have to, but I would like it if you would go out and support them. You can find them at tillvalhallaproject.com. Are you a Marine veteran? Are you missing that bond you had on active duty? Then I have a place for you. Join the only congressionally chartered Marine Corps Veteran Service Organization, the Marine Corps League. Get that brother and sisterhood back in your life. Become one of the fewer, the prouder, a Marine Corps League member. Oh, man, we're back. I think we're doing pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and just go around and say hi to everybody. I'll start with my regular crew, but Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing good. It's been a good week so far. Staying busy. Got to get up early in the morning, but can't complain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to get up early.
Got to fight this frigid weather. Supposed to have snow this weekend, so we'll see here in Southwest Georgia.
Woo!
It's going to shut everything down. So
yeah, it will.
I was saying before we started, we're right now it's 38 degrees outside, so everybody's acting like they're dying. But
I don't even know how you guys make it with it being that cold.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's amazing.
I got the fireplace going. It's just animals are all laying in front of it.
Yeah.
I don't have any chestnuts roasting, but I mean,
shame on you. Shame on you.
It's not like San Diego where Mark and everybody else is at. And Wisconsin. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you he's roasting some chestnuts up there. But we'll go ahead and go over to Mark real quick. How you doing, Mark?
About standing, Andrew. It's about 82 degrees here today. Just the weather's just phenomenal. And again, this politicians, and prices are just pathetic, communist garbage.
And Mark will be gone shortly. Mark is going to disappear shortly because they'll shut him off. They'll
closing down. All right. Well, we'll go over now. Kurk has been on here before, but Kurk, how you doing?
Doing great. Yeah, boy, have I been on here before. It seems like I know you're on here a lot more than that, but holy cow, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, hey, doing great. Holidays were wonderful. Little family time, little relaxed time, and for the last 10 days or so, I've been sleeves rolled up back in the Marine Corps League stuff, and I'm a department commandant for Wisconsin. We got a conference coming up in a week, so doing some prep for that. And,
yeah, buddy.
Yeah, and mostly getting ready for our convention in April, because then I can pass the baton to some other lucky fella.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Pass the baton on.
Yeah, I've been doing it for 3 years, and let me tell you, it's about 2 years too long.
Oh man, that's awesome. I love it. Well, it's good to have you here, Kirk. We'll go over to Todd. Todd, sorry, I was doing my best. What is it? The pig? What's his name?
Porky
Pig.
Porky. Yeah, Porky Pig. I was doing my best Porky Pig impression just then. Todd, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. And Todd is out there with Mark in the horrible weather of California in the San Diego area. So, but they'll get by. They'll make it. Don't worry too much.
Somebody has to rough it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Somebody's got to be, really working hard, sweating. Getting in and out of the car.
Which Marine Corps League are you at, Todd?
I'm at the San Diego Bulldogs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mission Twain.
Yes.
Yeah. I know Brillo is a good friend of mine.
Oh, yes, definitely Brillo.
And his wife Julie and Sergeant Major Paxton used to be there.
Absolutely.
It's been a while since I've heard Sergeant Major Paxton's name mentioned.
It's probably because he passed away 2 years ago.
True. But he was one of my favorites. We always call him Sergeant Major Ira.
Right.
Yeah.
He couldn't say more than 3 words without getting Ira in there. Man, what a motivator. Woo. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally went off track here. Why are we here today? What are we talking about? Oh, man, the Marine Corps League Foundation. And we have 2 of the greatest from the Marine Corps League Foundation. We have Kirk and Todd here. I was going to put my glasses on so I could read your title thing because it's way too small for me. So you're a member of the Marine Corps League Foundation Board of Directors. That's Kirk, and then Todd is the foundation treasurer. I could not see that. I apologize. So Kirk, Todd, whoever wants to start, let's talk about the Marine Corps League Foundation.
Todd, you want to say something first? You want me to
Sure.
start?
Well, the Marine Corps League Foundation started by the Marine Corps League, of course, as a 501c3 charity, able to raise funds, and we were able to do some humanitarian support to a handful of people every year that are in deep need. We also have a scholarship arm. We don't actually do the paperwork on selecting the scholarships people, but they're all Marine dependents. And I think last year we gave out 160 scholarships.
Wow. You said 116?
160.
160.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's incredible. Now, Kirk, the foundation itself, how's it structured? Because I know you're on the board of directors.
Right.
So how does that work?
Right. So we've got a board of directors. Our bylaws currently say there can be, Todd, help me out, 13 board members.
Wow.
And Todd is a member of the board as well. He's one of those 13. We're all Marine Corps Leaguers. The foundation was created, as Todd said, as a 501c3 in 1989. And we, our board reports to the Board of Trustees for the Marine Corps League.
Oh, no kidding. Okay.
Okay, so that's the direct relationship. That's why we're called the Marine Corps League Foundation, not something else. But Marine Corps League is part of our title. So,
right.
you know, we show up at every national event, talk about what's going on, who we've helped, how we're helping. We've got a pretty decent website out there, mclfoundation.org, mclfoundation.org, and then we'll juice you up a little, Andrew, to get you pumping that one too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we really are. I mean, we have a separate board we operate, but board members and that kind of stuff are all approved and approved by the Board of Trustees of the Marine Corps League. So
okay,
that's that interconnection, if you will, about how the whole thing works.
Right. And now, what are the positive things that you're seeing with the Marine Corps League? Like, what are you guys doing on behalf of the Marine Corps League? But the foundation, what exactly different things are you guys doing?
Right. Well, Todd touched on a couple of them. So I think one of the most important things that I find doesn't get enough press, frankly, across the Marine Corps League is the humanitarian component here. So if there's a Marine in need, whatever the circumstances, okay, there's a financial need, there's a easily downloadable form, obviously requires some supporting paperwork and stuff like that. But if you're a Marine out there and you have some horrible situation occur to you, you can come to the foundation and say, hey, I need some help. And we have, we haven't done a lot. I mean, as Todd said, it's typically a handful a year, but I know there's more Marines in need that just don't know about us. And there's really not a lot of, other than, you don't even need to be a Marine Corps League member, but we're looking for Marines, with a good discharge and can demonstrate the financial extremity that they're in. And, we've helped with medical bills. We've helped with paying bills. We typically don't give money directly to a Marine, but we will pay creditors or help Marines acquire whatever it is they may need. We've paid for travel. There's a number of things that we've done to help folks. And I think that's what, gets me the most excited. Okay?
Right.
Now, another part of what we do is disaster relief as well. So, this, you could almost, in my mind, they kind of fold together: disaster relief, humanitarian aid. But if there's a specific, a hurricane or something like that, we are a resource that a lot of Marines, once again, don't know about. They can come to us and say, hey, we really have something that we need help with. Todd, have we given anything under the disaster relief umbrella in the last handful of years? I don't think we have.
We haven't, but I will say that the detachments and the divisions of the Marine Corps League have been very rigorous in supporting other Marine Corps League members in the floods in and the forest fires and so on. So I've in California, I've had detachments from the East Coast ask about the forest fires in California. So I know that the departments are definitely well aware of the disaster relief. It seems like the departments are really on the ball, but we just need to help the individual Marines as they run into struggles.
So the on the detachment level, as they're going out and they're helping within their community or and around, what is your message to the detachment level as far as reaching out to you guys if they find somebody in need?
Right. Well, that's my message.
Yeah.
The website's really easy to navigate. If you
Mhm.
find somebody who needs help and you're unable to, fill that need, whatever it is,
Mhm.
please direct them to the Marine Corps League Foundation. Once we have their packet of information,
Right.
we are even though we're a large board, we work via email, and we usually get once our president vets the request,
Mhm.
we can typically turn around a response within 24 to 72 hours.
Wow. It's
So
pretty quick. Yeah.
yeah, you're not going to be sitting around holding the phone going, where are they going to do something for me or not?
Mhm.
The other thing that I would tell the local detachments, departments is, make sure that if you're working with somebody, that you do a little vetting of them as well. What I've seen, and I know our national commandants have put out notices in the past, what happens occasionally is you get a Marine who's just trying to get money. And will go to multiple sources with the same request.
Yeah.
And not disclose that they are seeking money from other locations, or that they've received some money from other locations. Not every organization has some boundaries on it about, well, we'll only pay directly to the land, whoever you're renting from, or the mortgage company, or the whoever you have your car loan with, or your electricity bill. A lot of detachments are so generous, they'll just send them, give the Marine cash.
Yeah.
And at the same time, that Marine's out asking somebody else for money, and it may be us, it could be another local charity or agency. So that's the one thing. One, always ask, and two, do a little bit of due diligence. Don't, God, I want to trust every Marine I meet, but I'm starting to discover I can't do that and be responsible to the foundation and be a good steward of the donations we have received.
Right. Trust but verify. I think I've heard that.
Which is another way of saying I don't trust you, but that's what you got to do. Unfortunately, you got to at least take a couple of steps to go, yeah, this is real, and we know what you need, and so we'll fulfill that request.
Yeah. Very cool. Wow. All right. What else? What else we want to talk about with the foundation?
Well, Todd hit the nail on the head.
Well,
go ahead, Todd.
One of our fundraising efforts that we do is we have coins that we've created. We are now on our 7th coin, and it is the 250th anniversary of the Marine Corps, and very popular. Came out at last year's convention, last August. We've been selling them like hotcakes. They are one of our sources of income. We also have the traditional individuals donating to us, departments and divisions and detachments donate to us. We recently had a large estate donation to the foundation.
Wow.
So we definitely would like to have everyone consider us at all levels, whether it be at the time of estate, or when they're remembering fallen Marines and brethren, or when it's just a regular detachment division meeting. We'd love to have the foundation thought of, bringing it up, and often is usually a passing of a hat. So there's many ways for us to get the word out and get the donations kicking in to the foundation.
Very nice. Now, if I'm out there and I want to help out, I want to give a donation, or I want to volunteer or anything like that, what is the which way am I going to do that, or how am I going to go about doing it?
Well, the easiest way to donate, other than writing a check and mailing it to me, is you can go to the Marine Corps League Foundation website. As has been told, it's mclfoundation.org, and you go to that, and there's at the top of the page there'll be options for donating. You can just click on that, and you can do the various donation methods, whether it's credit card or through PayPal. So definitely, we've tried to make it as easy as possible to donate.
Yeah, I think when we talk about donations, the other thing that I want everybody to know out there across the league, and frankly, any Marine out there, we are not limited, as I said earlier, to just helping Marines who are members of the league. We're here to help Marines.
Right.
It's all about Marines helping Marines. Now, detachments, departments, if they choose to provide support to general agencies or other veterans, that's their right. I mean, and I don't disagree that that's always a good thing to do. But the foundation is focused on Marines. So that's the first thing that I want anybody who might donate to know. The second thing is, as Todd mentioned earlier, we give funds. We fund the National Scholarship Program for the Marine Corps League, and it's a lot of scholarships. It's always over $100,000 that in total that we're giving out to worthy dependents of veterans, and I think that it creates such goodwill in the community to know that there might be detachments might give scholarships, departments, but there's the national organizations doing it as well. And one of our biggest concerns as board members is fundraising, because at least while I've been on the board, and I've only been on the board 4 years, I think. I'm trying to remember when I was elected. I think I was elected when we had our national convention in Illinois. So Illinois, Daytona, Oklahoma City, 5 years. So I've been on the board 5 years.
I like how you had to run through all the cities that you went to for that. Yeah.
And in that 5-year period, we've given more away than we've taken in. And so there's always this concern that if something doesn't change significantly in the next few years, the pond will run dry.
Right.
And so, if Howard Schaefer, our president, were on, he'd say, hey, for the last handful of years, I've stood up at national conventions and midwinter conferences, and I've implored, hey, if every detachment could give us $100 a year, we're going to be fine.
Yeah.
But typically we maybe get, a handful, 20 detachments will give us a donation.
Really? Wow.
Occasionally you'll see, after Howard gives his presentation at national, there'll be a few detachments, a few departments or divisions that'll stand up and hand a check and, get their photo op, which is all good. It's all good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I wish everyone in attendance did that.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's still insufficient is what I want to say. And I'm trying to, Howard's always concerned about, offending the folks that we're trying to support.
Right.
But at the same time, there's a lot of people who don't need anything from us that if they could just find that. And if we all think about, our individual detachments, good gravy. Most have plenty of stuff going on that they could afford to give $100 or something, at least something every year.
And that's not a huge ask, in my opinion. I mean, $100, even if it's a small detachment, you're doing fundraising, you're doing different things for what's going on. If every detachment was to give $100 or $50, something like that, I mean, I think you'd have more than enough to be able to function off of it.
Right. I mean, Todd pointed out, internally we do little things. The coin sales. I mean, that's a great example. We're making 20, maybe. What do we sell those coins for this year, Todd? $25?
20 for the small coins and 100 for the big coin.
For the big one. So 20 for the small coin, challenge coin, celebrating 250 years of Marine Corps.
Mm-hmm.
That cost us about $5 to make. We're selling it for 20.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do the math. 15 times 250 coins.
Yeah.
We're not filling the bank up. Okay.
Right.
But once again, it builds some goodwill. It gets people thinking about us, and our hope is that they're thinking about it. Okay, they're going to maybe, make a bigger donation than simply buying the coin.
Right. Yeah.
And over the years, we have done other things that support the league. I know we've given some donations. The foundation has given donations to the Marine Military Academy down in Texas. It's the only, I believe it's the only preparatory school that's solely focused on Marine Corps, high school preparatory school focused on Marine life, if you will. So I know we've given some money in the past to them.
Yeah.
Todd, do we give any funds to some of the other organizations that the league supports? I don't know, Young Marines or Youth Physical Fitness or any of that. I don't remember.
The Youth Physical Fitness program, we do help them out every year, mostly in first, second, and third prizes at their meets they hold during the year. And so we definitely help those out every year.
And frankly, I mean, if we had more resources, I know we would be more involved with these other organizations.
Yeah.
So that's the. I mean, I'm all excited. I mean, I've been excited to be on the board since I was, brought in.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's a little disheartening. When we meet and we talk about our plans for the next year, the next 2 years, it always boils down to, okay, what are we going to try? What can we do to get enough funds in the bank
mm-hmm.
so that it's either self-sustains or find a way to generate revenue every year? We have kind of a cap, if you will, on what we give for scholarships. So, boy, it'd be great to really have an impact on a young person's life going to school. But frankly, depending on what you're studying, a book could cost $500, and sometimes that's what we can afford to give.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, geez, wouldn't it be great if we could give a couple grand or, really make it something exciting rather than, just another drop in the bucket. Certainly helps fill the glass, but, it's not probably as much as it would have been if you were to roll back the clock, and go back a dozen years or more. And,
mm-hmm.
Each student might be there was less applicants, less well-known, so they might have got $1,000. And now just fast forward and, it's $600 or whatever the number is. So those are the things that get us I don't know, frustrated, I guess. And
Yeah.
we've actually expanded the board in an effort to bring in some people with maybe some new ideas who can help us look for different ways to have some income streams.
Right. Wow.
And that's one thing, Andrew. I mean, you've had other people on the podcast that have talked about that. And it's, there needs to be, I'm 52 years old. I'm not young by any means, but we need to look at this generation of Marines. It's a younger generation. What can the younger generation, to get them more involved in the Marine Corps League and things like you're talking about right now. I mean, that's the biggest thing. It's like, I sit here right now, like I said, I don't claim I'm old by any means. Andrew's the youngest. Excuse my language, but we're a bunch of old fuckers sitting here. How do we get a younger idea, a younger perspective of, okay, what do we need to do? How do we change this? What you guys are talking about is not something new we've talked about on here. It's absolutely not. And unfortunately, I'm not a member of the Marine Corps League, but I've sat here and I've listened to it, and it makes me sad because of what you guys try to do and what you do. And we've got other, Jim in Knoxville, Tennessee, that's on the podcast. He's got the detachment. He rigorously is talking about, mud runs and doing this, and they're trying to do, different stuff to support the community. But it's, how do we get the younger generation involved? I mean, Mark down there, he's as stoic as they are, man. He was, he talks about George Washington at times, and I'm like, holy cow, you really that old, Mark? But I mean, I was
we're best friends.
What do we do? I mean, I talk to people all the time that are, I work with a guy that was in the Army, but I was sitting here and talk about different stuff, and he's like, well, you have to stop and think about it. Times are different than when you went in 1992.
Well, culturally, everybody has shifted too. The days of a single parent working in a household are over. Both parents work, everybody's running around like crazy people. If they have a child, they're running them from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. I can't tell you how many Marines I've talked to said, hey, just join so you know what we're doing. So, if there's a family picnic or a Marine Corps ball, you can join in. Yeah. Stay connected.
Yeah.
Either I'm in or I'm out. And if I can't give you any of my time, I'm not going to join. Okay, fine. So I've had that conversation. And really, for those of us who have been attending, let's say I'll just have had the opportunity to attend more than one national convention, you hear the same messages from the same group of people every year. And what do I mean? I mean, we've got the same speakers saying two things. One, I need volunteers to drive this program. Pick one. There's like 6 or 8 that we're trying to drive all at the same time from a national level. And I need a representative in every detachment and in every department. And hell, I can't get enough people to volunteer to fill my elected office seats, let alone somebody to be my, youth, whatever. Okay, fill in the blank. It doesn't matter. And then every one of those people says to everybody in attendance, I need money.
Yeah.
So, we are, at least those that are actively participating are feeling like, holy crap, who's going to hit me in the head next and ask me for another $1? Who's going to walk in this room and pass the hat and say, we're going to make a quick collection for, and they're all worthy.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
agree.
Well, it's like going to church, pass it around.
Kurk's
it's like, okay.
And then of course, any of us who've donated to anything, right? If I get one, I get 5 solicitation pieces of hard mail from everything from Vietnam vets to wounded warriors to the Iowa Museum. It's crazy, but it's we're all getting asked to do more. I'm trying to, figure out how to get money to support us, the foundation particularly, but the Marine Corps League in general, find ways to get outside organizations that are not directly veteran affiliated to go, yeah, we appreciate veterans and we're ready to write an annual check of something.
Right. Now, Mark does fundraising, or did last year fundraising stuff, and you guys did an auction. How does that? I mean, do you guys do pretty good on that auction out there?
We do really good, Andrew. So the organization I'm in is called the San Diego Nice Guys, and it's our charter calls for 100 members. That doesn't count board members and past presidents. So we've got like 160 total members. What makes us successful is when you're a member, you have to pay your dues, of course, and then you have to purchase 2 tickets to each event, whether you're going to go or not. So if you're a member, you're purchasing 2 tickets to our auction and 2 tickets to our black tie gala in the fall. And for the auction, everybody has to put in something worth a minimum of $250 to auction off. So we know, are we going to be able to pay for the event, pay for the the hotel where we have the event. So those fees are already there. Then it just depends on what type of items we have to auction off and how many kind of big spenders we can bring in to attend the auction.
Yeah. So the auction stuff, it seems like a pretty good deal too, but
that works for a local organization like ours.
Sure.
But for a national type organization like Marine Corps League or Marine Corps Association, I think you'd have to have an online auction of some type, I think.
Right.
And then how successful are those? I don't even know.
Well, when you're trying to get younger people involved in that, I mean, no offense, Mark, I think that's amazing what you guys do, but when you get younger Marines,
younger people doing it though.
Well,
like
that's my point. You get younger people in there, and you got people that are, have families, have kids. Both of my kids are grown and out of the house, even though I'm still paying for them. But it's how do you get younger Marines, younger veterans involved so that they want to be a part of an organization? What benefit are they getting out of it?
Yeah.
It may be, hey man, just give me a Saturday. Just give me a Saturday. Give me one Saturday out of the year. And I'm sure you guys have already talked about all of this stuff. We've heard it on the podcast. It's like, hey man, I just need you to volunteer this one Saturday out of the year.
I'd say there's a big generational type of thing. So my generation needs to be more proactive in trying to get people and stuff like that, because there needs to be that link, right, from the older guys down to the younger guys. And don't get me wrong, there's plenty of guys in there that are my age, but I think that's a vital link that needs to be happening because we can relate to the younger guys a lot. So, but I really like what the foundation is doing. I think you guys are doing
absolutely.
We just got to figure out a way to get people interested and get people donating, those types of things.
Just be nice if we could figure out a way to brainstorm it and solve all the problems, because I think everybody knows what the problems are, but nobody knows how to fix it.
Yeah, that's just it. I mean, and if let's just suppose, all right, we had a gentleman who visited us and sat in a board meeting when we were meeting out in Palm Springs. a couple years ago, and he said, "Hell, this I'm part of this Legion organization, and we did a big motorcycle run, and we raised whatever millions of dollars and funded our thing going forward." And I thought, well, great, right? That's super. And I know a lot of guys that look like me and look like all of you old farts in there who'd get on a motorcycle and ride around and to raise funds. Well, that's fine, but you're looking at a board. Many of the board members have full-time jobs. It's a full-time job to organize something like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, it's a great idea. Who and we're back to the same pool of people. Who do we get to step up and go, you know what, this is so important that I'm going to figure out how to make this happen. And figure out a way to market it and get people there and collect funds and all the things that go into an event like that. I mean, I took a couple notes. I like your idea about doing auction items and that kind of thing. We've talked about that. Once again, need somebody that can manage a website, put stuff up, and if depending on what the item is, deal with how to move it or ship it or whatever. So
correct.
It's certainly, those are great ideas. I'm still scratching my head trying to figure out, okay, that's a great idea. How the hell do we do it?
Then it comes down to who's going to do it.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. I mean, with the Marine Corps League Foundation, I hate to ask this question, but does anybody on the foundation receive a paycheck?
No.
And that's my point is you were saying exactly, these people still have jobs.
Yeah.
And it's you dedicating that amount of time, and I mean, whether you want to believe it or not, time is money. My time is worth something. My time is worth something. So it's hard. It's hard, and you can only give so much for so long.
God, so God bless past National Commandant Johnny Baker. He's been driving for probably 3 years, I'd say, to break the code and get, I'm going to use air quotes, Marine Corps Leaguers trained to write grants. Hey, we're going to write grants. We're going to go.
Oh man.
We're going to go out there and we're going to figure this out. We're going to do better by tapping into this pool. So yes, I was volunteered, and I'm 3/4 of the way through the training, and the gentleman who's doing the instruction wrote a book. He's a professional academic who funded his entire career with grants.
Wow.
Okay, I get it. And between lamenting how much the administration has cut grant funding, he kind of told the story of how it works. And the bottom line is, if you're going to write grants, you almost need to do it full time. And you need a grant administrator. In other words, nobody's going to give the Marine Corps League Foundation, who might have, the grantor might have $1 million to give us to do something. Well, they want us to not bank it. They want us to spend it. And they want to know how it's spent. And so that means you got to hire a full-time employee to manage the grant and how the funds are dispersed and who they're dispersed to, and make sure that the outcomes that we articulated, hey, we're going to help Marines. We're going to make sure, let's say, to Kirk's crazy idea, we're going to make sure that dependents of Marines have a great opportunity to get a college education. Well, now we got to come up with ways to collect information about everybody we gave a check to and how are they doing in school and how to, in order to give feedback to the grantor. So it becomes this, this crazy snake that you can't keep in a box unless you have full-time employees doing it. And when I think about the organizations that have been successful doing this kind of stuff, they tend to have a full-time employee doing it, or somebody who doesn't need to work, who takes it on as a full-time employment job and just does it pro bono. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is here, guys, but we got to figure something out. We absolutely do.
I will say nowadays there's this really cool guy on the internet, some Chat GPT. You can tell it to do just about anything, and
true.
it will.
That's true. Oh, Chat GPT.
It will almost write everything for you. You just got to go back through it and verify that it's actually correct. Apples to oranges and those types of things. But yeah, and there's plenty. I don't know all the different ones. I'm not huge into AI. I use Chat GPT because it's free and I'm lazy. But when I send emails, when I do any type of like big post that I'm going to do, I always send it through Chat GPT, and within seconds it comes up with it. It truly is amazing.
I don't know, Todd. What do you think about this whole thing?
Well, we just got to keep pushing, getting the word out. I think we're improving. I think we expanded the board and we're improving our process. We just need to keep working at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I every time I come to a meeting, Todd, I feel like we're trying to push a rope uphill.
So,
I've certainly done plenty of that in my career. I don't know that I need to do more of it, but oh my God.
Yeah, but what you're saying that, I mean, Mark, what do you guys do with the what is it, the good fellows?
The nice guys.
Nice guys, yeah. I mean, no, I'm not trying to be funny. There's other organizations. There's the Good Fellows and stuff like that. I apologize. But I mean, do you have a board that sits here and manages that stuff? I mean, how do you guys do it?
Yes, we do have a board, but we don't have any type of grant manager or anything like that we have to answer to. You know, we don't have to answer anybody who gives us money.
Yeah.
Except the one we have one gentleman, but he gave money for our subcommittee called the Victory Fund. He said he wants to be used for active duty military and their families.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so he trusts us to do it. You know, like I said, it's a smaller organization.
Yeah.
So, and we have our board, and then the president, and like I'm the president this year, but the first vice president, they run the auction. The second vice president will run that black tie gala, and that changes every year.
Yeah.
You know, so it's someone different every year.
Wow.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys, you're not dealing with chump change, Mark. I'm assuming.
No, we have a good.
I mean, I'm not asking what kind of money you guys are getting in, but how are you guys able to manage it?
Well, we have a someone on the board is a treasurer. You know, he's elected as the treasurer, and he has to fulfill all the proper fiscal fiduciary responsibilities. We have the reporting responsibilities that have to be met. So it's a 501c3, and then of course all the paperwork that comes with that.
But nobody there is getting paid on the.
Nobody gets paid.
It's all volunteer, right?
All volunteer.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I'd imagine that a person that's doing the treasury thing is probably somebody that knows a little bit about treasury stuff.
Of course. Yeah. Yep. Of course.
I mean, I don't think it would be smart to necessarily make me the treasurer all the time, Not probably the best at it, but I could figure it out with Chat GPT. Yeah. Me and Chat GPT get along really well.
That's the reason why you were a damn drum major. You're just
it
is.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah. I was the dummy that had to sit there and keep looking at the money and the 7-year replacement plan and all that crap. So I had to sit there and look at the money, and you wouldn't even think in the Marine Corps, why the hell I have to justify phone calls?
Yeah, that's pretty messed up.
I used to have to sit there each month and go through the damn, however many phones were in the building and figure out
my God,
what was long distance and calls. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And then even at Pendleton, it even got to the point where the damn electric bill.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, what? So, we had to put the little stickers up on all the light switches.
Yeah.
When in doubt, turn me out, stuff like that. And it's like, are you kidding me? It's like, but I don't claim to be a financial manager by any means. And if I was, I would have a whole hell of a lot more money than I do now. But I just think there's got to be a better way. If anything, I would volunteer my wife, because if she could take a damn dime and make it a dollar, I don't know how the hell she does it. She's the one I would volunteer for. But
I'm sure she would appreciate that. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about with the foundation, or anything else that you guys want to bring up?
Oh, you make me the treasurer or something. I'll just be buying bottles of Four Branches whiskey. That's all.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that.
And I was actually going to say that about Andrew, but I didn't want to say it.
Yeah.
He'd be sitting there with the corporate card. He'd be like at the damn liquor store. But he's like, give me 2 cases of those, case of that. And it's like, okay, we're going to auction these off.
Auction them off to myself right here in my office.
4 roses. He'd be like 4 roses or something like that. And I was like, you couldn't get anything better than that?
Oh, good gravy. Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I think we've covered all the bases that that I don't know, they come to mind about our our day-to-day, year-to-year operations. Todd, are we missing anything we should talk about?
Well, there is one more program that we have. We have a memorial certificate program, and it allows people to request 3 different levels of certificates, whether it's just in a folder, whether it's framed, or whether it's actually mounted on a plaque. And we have, we can basically, you get them in honor or memory of a fallen brethren, detachment member, and so on. Several detachments use that program as their consistent primary way. When they lose someone, that's what they do. You go to our website, it's just front and center. So if anyone's interested in that, that program is also run by one of our board members out of Texas, and she takes care of that.
Interesting. And that's for, like, if you've lost a member within the detachment type of thing, they can request a plaque with the certificate on it, saying, just basically a memorial type thing.
Basically, it's a certificate or a plaque and it says the Marine Corps League Foundation, has our logos on it. So obviously you can have it in memory of anyone, but obviously it probably suits and fits better into lost veterans, lost Marines, but you could use it for anyone.
Yeah, it says Marine Corps League Foundation, Semper Fidelis, gratefully recognizes the contribution. I don't have my glasses. Contributions received honoring the memory of whoever, and I've seen it used. I've seen it used for spouses, children of Marines, associate members. So it's a nice thing to do. You know.
Yeah. I like that.
And the plus for the foundation is, you know, our upfront costs are relatively small, and it's a nice document. Yeah, you can see a picture of it on our website.
That's mclfoundation.org.
Right, and the other thing that you'll see on the website too is any of the coins. Current and past coins that we still have available. We've tried to do, you know, as you know, we talked about the 250th coin that came out this past August, but we try to publish one every 2 years. We'll see how that goes going forward. But we've got them up there that's still available for commemorating the Korean War, the Battle of Bella Wood. We got one honoring John Philip Sousa. Those are just a few of the coins that I know off the top of my head. So, you know, that's. I mean, if you're a coin collector, and a lot of people are nowadays, it's a nice option. When we go to the national convention, not necessarily the midwinter, but when we go to the national convention. Any past coins that we have, we bring along, and you know, we usually have somebody answering questions, sitting at a table for a few hours a day, maybe not all day, but a few hours a day every day of the convention, to kind of help people understand what we do, and you know, we accept donations, and we'll, you know, sell the coins.
Right, I like it. All right. Well, for everybody out there, mclfoundation.org. You can go check it out. There's lots of stuff. It'll explain what they do. Be sure to go check them out. If you can support them, please do. If you're out there in the Marine Corps League in one of the detachments, let's all jump on board and try to raise $100 for them from every detachment and shoot it in. I mean, I'm sure that they would be appreciated. And I know I would appreciate it if you did some stuff like that to help them out as well. So
it's all going to come back to you, Marines. Hey, thanks
right.
for the great ideas tonight. This has been a great visit.
And if anybody's out there and you have other great ideas, you can shoot them on to me, Lost Art Project Veterans Voices at gmail.com, and then I can get it over to Kirk and everybody over there, Todd. So they have it as well. So if you have ideas, shoot them our way. Perfect. Well, hey, we're getting close to the end here. And I'm going to say it up front. Mark, I apologize. I still didn't do it. I started it and I didn't finish it. So we're just going to have to go without it. But we always do the words of wisdom at the end. So I'll let Mike go first, and then Todd, you can go, and Kirk. And then we'll, of course, let Sergeant Major, motivated, retired Mark O'Loughlin go last, because, you know, he brings in the heavy hitters at the end for it. But this is words of wisdom. All right, we're here. Words of wisdom, Mike. Mike, what do you got for us, man?
I don't have anything great. I'm not going to lie to you.
That's okay.
But, it was something that was a couple of weeks ago. I was talking with somebody, a friend of mine, excuse me, that I work with, and we were talking about, he was trying to do investments and different stuff like that, and I was like, man, I want to do that, but I just can't. You know, I'm sitting here looking at that, and we're talking about everything tonight. But what it comes down to is sometimes you have to spend money to make money. But it all depends on how you spend it, whether it's a worthwhile investment at that point. So, a lot of times it's just a gamble. But sometimes you have to spend money to make money.
Yeah. That is a good point. Yeah. All right. Well, Todd, what do you got for us?
Well, I appreciate the opportunity to be on board. I'm hoping that we get the word out and the foundation gets some good benefit from our time together, and great to see you all. It's
good seeing you. Thanks for coming on, Todd. Much appreciated. All right, over to Kirk. Kirk, you got it. Some good words of wisdom for us.
I do. Hey,
okay.
At the end of the day, we got to take care of one another. In the words of that great Marine, Drew Carey, we gotta take care of our mental health. And the best way to do that is every day reach out to a different Marine. You got plenty of Marines on your contact list. You reach out to one of them, you text them, you call them, just say, hey, how you doing today?
That's good.
That's the thing we all need to do, and we need to do it more frequently, unfortunately, than we actually do. Yeah.
Dang, that was good, Kirk. I knew there was a reason I brought you on here. And now we're coming down to the wire here. We got Sergeant Major Mark O'Loughlin. There you go. That's your intro.
Okay. So this is in honor of Kurk and Todd and anybody else out there listening that is in an organization and trying to come up with new ideas, like we were talking about during this podcast about getting new members and how do we reach out and the members that we do have, how do we get them to volunteer and everything like that. So there's that one guru that is Stephen Covey talks about. The key to involvement is commitment. If you don't have involvement, there's no commitment. But I have a question. Here's a question you can put out to all your members when you're trying to get them motivated to take a stand and do something and be involved and committed. It's an old saying that goes, you ask them this question, if every member of this group was a member like me, what kind of group would this group be?
Oh, ouch.
Wow.
So it puts the ball back in their court that they have to step up and start doing stuff.
Yeah, that actually hurts when you think about it.
It does.
Yeah. Wow. Holy moly. You know what? I used to like you, Mark. You just slapped me in the face and it kind of hurt a little bit. Jeez. Man. Okay. I guess I needed that. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. May I have another? Well, Kirk, Todd, thank you guys for coming on. Much appreciated. I had a good time. Hopefully you guys had a good time.
Absolutely.
Any last words, Kirk, Todd, before we wrap this one up?
I don't.
Nope.
Look forward to. I know there will be another time that we speak, and I'm looking forward to that already. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, well, fellas, thank you guys for coming on and doing this. To all the listeners, we'll close it out the same way we always do. If you're out there and you're struggling, you need help, don't forget the VA has some good resources. You can always dial 988, press option 1. You can always text 838-255 or go to veteranscrisisline.net, click on that chat icon. Any of those options will put you in contact with somebody that can help you out. But remember, one veteran life lost is one too many. I care about you. Todd, Kirk, Mark, Mike, they care about you. The whole veteran community cares about you, so please reach out for help. And if you're out there, you're not struggling, reach out to the buddies you served with, ask them how they're doing. If they need that helping hand, please give it to them. And I'll say it, like Kirk said, every day reach out to a different buddy. I like that. I might even start using it. But for everybody out there, thank you for tuning in. You guys rock. I don't care what Mike says about any of you guys. To everybody out there, stay motivated. Change your socks.
No more 22. Honor the journey and finish the fight.